If I stick hammer, would I put a 95 attack, 30 melee defense, bro, or a 90 attack, 50 melee defense, bro? No, with hammers, I'm probably going 95, 30 on that. Depends what the rest of your ranks are. I like hammers on the edges, but I've kind of gone off that. It used to be because I wanted sweeping attacks, and I almost never sweeping attack orcs. So I don't think it really matters, the placement of that. And the only reason why you care more about the melee defense is the placement. At least in my opinion. All right, what are we taking for a 4-1 here? We're level 8. We're at 43 resolve on this brother. I can live with 43 resolve on this brother. He is a hedge knight. We do want some HP out of this. Most of your tests show hammers beating axes for single target versus armored opponents. If you want a task YOEN that could be useful, would like to see just the breakdown of the various weapons versus the various opponents would be interesting. How much melee defense is too much melee defense? There's no too much melee defense. I was wondering what were two-handed cleavers and what they're good at. They're good with... They're a two-handed weapon that doesn't do all that much damage, but has good armor ignore, so you can sometimes kill HP directly with famed ones. I don't really like two-handed cleavers all that much. The base ones in the game are not worth using, but there's a number of famed ones that float around. Cut off deciding battle forge versus nimble. 130 fatigue by 11. I think I'm lower than that by quite a bit. No ceiling. Mostly because most of your brothers are not getting 130 fatigue by then. I want more battle forged. Especially with the late game reduction in both stamina on weapons as well as armor pieces, you can get fairly decent. But it's around that, maybe like 120. Probably a little bit closer for me. Orcs chosen and unholds any other enemies worth testing. Ancient undead are worth testing, especially with things like monolith fights, and so are goblins. It'd be interesting to see if there's non-archer answers to goblins. Hey, Triple P, thanks, man. Honor Guard and Legionaries. There's a shit ton of Legionaries in all the Ancient Undead fights. All right, what are we doing with this? This is probably 4 stam. It's just that 4 is... We may not hit another one of these. But I could probably be okay with a 3 roll there, too. Let's take the stam, be a little greedy. All right, this is Indom. Unless we build this guy... with the intent to respec him. So the problem with this, so recover gets us to this tier. There's nothing in this tier we want. We'd have to take adrenaline and then take these. So I kind of want to try the one-man anti Kraken strat. Like, it's tempting, but I need a polearm spec brother with quick hands for that, which would have to be this guy, right? Don't you want to try it? I want to see how's the one-man solo Kraken do. Yeah, no ceiling, but that tends to be... we built that last campaign in our cultist build. That tended to be like a mid-game weapon. I actually found that I didn't need quick hands. I talk about an updated fucking guide. If my editor ever will do the things he promises he'll do, we would perhaps have some of those to talk about. Hey, Zach. Man, chat, I kind of want to try it just to see. I think he's supposed to be nimble for it, though. I think. I think. Kind of curious. See, let's pull up YouTube real quick. Ignore the noise in the background. I don't remember what video it was posted on, so I gotta check the comments real quick. Because it was a kind of interesting idea. Like, this would be like the only campaign you could ever do it, because this campaign you have no reserve, but you have 11 of the reserve slots. This is the only campaign you'll ever be able to get a single brother to actually do it, because you don't have the reserve most of the time to fit that. So I'm kind of curious to find that comment. Oh god. Let's find out. There it is. I know you don't like declaring... Okay, I'll pull this up on channel for you guys if you like. Since I am reading off that. I know you don't like dedicating a bro to solo, but Kraken is a solo boss. Only perk you need is polearm mastery and quick arms. All other perks don't matter. Build as usual. With Goblin Trophy, a good kite shield, you can easily solo in Kraken. Why would you take kite? Does he mean heater shield? He must mean heater shield. There's no reason to bring a kite shield. Go in and reduce head armor to 0. Bring every tentacle, I assume, to near death. And slowly attack head until it's close to gravely wounded. Take the time to regenerate fatigue. I mean, this is a really interesting idea. And this is totally different than I would ever consider bringing to a boss. So I kind of want to try this. Second phase of the DPS phase. Each DPS head down ASP. Proc it by hitting head and swap to kite shield. Every turn, hit, kill a prepped tentacle and switch back to shield. First phase 2 down ASAP. Looking around 5% chance for each tentacle to hit you. It seems probably accurate. Phase 3, the tentacles don't spawn, don't attack you, so just finish the head off. So we're going to take like 4 or 5 attacks per round from that. I want to try it. Like it sounds super interesting to me. And Kraken's such a boring fight otherwise. So you know, like isn't that kind of cool to see that? Like I want to try it. So let's use Kijin points for that. We can respec Kijin out of it later too. It's just I don't have any other people leveling, so we have to get the rest of the components for the Potion of Oblivion. But I want to try it. It sounds different, and different to me is like this, you know, spice of life, blah blah blah. But it's for me, it's how I keep interested in games like this. So that I've played a lot is some things that are different. All right. Dude, our Hedge Knights are fighting again. Didn't we just have this? I swear I just paid them off. All right, we need food. We need tools. We need ammunition. Ammunition at 156 is not great, but we need it. All right. They have armor here. 312 for 23. That's fucking good armor, man. 23? What's the comparison? 38. That's so light. That's so good, man. $26K too is like dirt cheap as armor prices go. Can't afford it, but it's very interesting. It's like tempting. If we had more money, I might consider that. All right, what are we buying / selling / doing things at right now? We're doing them at 15. What a terrible price. Let's not do that here. Okay. Yeah, that's a late game sellsword armor. It's too bad we can't afford it. Our armor is close to that. I mean, what was that? 312 for 23. We have a really good piece too. I think it's this one. This is 312 for 25. So very close. All right, Necro Savants. 7 to 10, a lot of Legionaries. That's fine. Only thing I kind of want is the Cleaver in the back. Our archers should be protected, which they mostly are. Should spread them out so they can't be jumped by a single Necro Savant blocking them both. Seems okay. Wow. The Swordmaster workout. Did we keep the Swordmaster or fire his dumbass? I think we hired. Swordmasters are always a scam to me, man, when I recruit them. Like, I'm sure they can be good somewhere, but they're never good for me. I've never used a Swordmaster and been pleased with the outcome. I've just been using a ton of sellswords. By the way, sellswords have gone so far down, in my opinion, in this playthrough. They're just always so expensive, and they're always so mediocre. They're just like worse than Hedge Knights every time. This is some shit terrain. Tough to back up too. And we can. How many more in front do I have? 3. All right. Our sellswords extremely expensive hybrids. No. I mean, you can build them as hybrids. They do have the stats for it, but they're not a hybrid build, no. They are in general, a melee build, since they have extremely high melee starting defense and melee starting attack and everything else you could possibly want. They do get decent range skill, but it's not even that exceptional. It's not like hunter level range skill or anything. Only weaker brothers middle front to allow auxiliary to occupy all nearby tiles. If you were just trying to, I haven't really thought about other ways to approach this WoW. For me, these things are such a non-issue at this point of the game. They don't fucking do anything, and I don't care about them. All I wanted to do in this particular set of movement here was back off of the positions where the Necro Savants are going to have elevation over me. So I just moved to a point where there's no positive elevation around me, and all the elevation around me negative, which means that all the opponents are going to be in lower, weaker positions. There certainly are ways I could position this setup for AoEing auxiliaries better. Anyone see how many Kraken ashes we needed? Is it just 3? We had 0 in inventory when we went there both times. I'm pretty sure it takes the count of ashes the first time you go there too. Not after you've turned in the unhold portion, since it didn't seem to be reasonable. Better range attack than poachers. Isn't it by like 1 or 2 though, like top? Like aren't they right at poacher level of ranged accuracy? I don't know, I can't afford archers in the early game. I can't afford sellsword archers in the early game. And by the late game, I tend to have my archers. They all just pass. They don't want to fight this round. Seems crazy. I just put myself in fucking elevation at the end of all that. Well, now we know why they like that so much. Yeah, you don't want to be there, homie chop. That's a mistake. Got you baited. Uphill misses. Confirmed 3 from Bod. Sorry, 3 what? They have 225 HP. Who knew? 3 ashes, thanks. Actually a really big difference in HP. I've always considered like half HP on these things like negligible, but it's not. We're still teleporting in super slowly, so I'd like my life back. All right. Who's got shield walls up? You do. Maybe kill it with a dog here. I don't know if I want to waste the dog. If there wasn't a fucking dog there, I could just kill it. Seems like that'd be useful. I mean, this cleaver's actually doing pretty good damage, I guess. I guess. They will love to attack there if we let them. These are very questionable moves, dogs. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't want to rebuy dogs nonstop. Guy's holding his turn. We should do the same. Going first might let us kill the savant. No, it's going for the dog. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody's got shots. Rip dog. So not worth it, man. That's why we don't deploy dogs in fights like this. It's just a waste of our money. I don't think I can get where I need to go. I don't really want to fight them over here either. Those stupid dogs there. Would have been a perfectly reasonable kill, Nobu. Dogs are so useless here. Alright, so we just cost ourselves 600 bucks out of this fight for no reason. Feels kind of bad. pretty good range defense. Two dogs for this, so not worth it. Better be a goddamn legendary in here. Use decap on a low necro, does that override 9 lives? No. Just stops the kill. Alright. No famed items. Got our ashes though. So hypothetically we are good to go. And that was our 4th undead location as well, I believe. No levels. Busting some fog though, also worthwhile. I'm gonna check just through here really briefly. Okay. Stuff's burning. Through what? Immortal. 10k, yep. Okay. Seriously, what's burning their stuff? Certainly they're being raided. Bastard and a sellsword. It's not that we wouldn't like to hire them, it's that we're not going to. So we can hand him for Kraken. Okay. I'm gonna try the solo Kraken build. What are they buying at here, by the way? Buying at 18. It's probably good enough. Let's sell garbage here. Checked Kopesh's, they seem really bad. Need to repair our fighting axes. Okay. Looks mostly okay. So the stuff in inventory needs to be repaired. We need to replace the dogs that we just lost. It's a never-ending vicious cycle. Deploy dog, lose dog, deploy dog, lose dog. Repeat. Nobu shoots them all down. We kept a militia spear. That was not intentional. Okay. Yeah, we do need food. I already purchased a little bit. Alright. Oh, 98 ammunition is really good. We're at 115 right now, so we'd like to buy that. Maybe even the 122 stuff. And let's head south. Try to do just, we're looking for 3-star contracts as well as trade goods. Hey, renown, sweet. What is our existing renown at, by the way? We are legendary at 4781. Okay. Nothing here. What is this one? Out of food, but they still sell us dyes. That's good. Let's go west. Check the Citadel. No, but if you don't know anything about this channel, this is a humane channel based on humanely interacting with all things in our world. Human beings, animals, chat. Animals that were let loose in chat. Things like that. So my point is you can't just take things out on people. 137 for 8. Is this good enough? I mean, that's super insanely light, but so what? There's a minimum on what you can get for nimble. There's no, like, if there was like a 0 nimble, I mean, what was it? 130 something? I mean, it's so light. You could have a ton of HP on your head then. Wouldn't that be great? So we give up body armor on that. I mean, this is what? This is combined 16 is the max. This is 20. The min, rather. So we can gain the 7 back. Is it enough? Do we care? Is it something I want, chat? I mean, it's dirt cheap. This is 140. In all intents and purposes. And this is 160. It's probably pretty good. Alright, let's probably buy that. Let's just check the weaponsmith first. Check the marketplace. And check the, yeah. It's not frontline armor, you say that, but I think it's actually very comparable to noble mail in terms of what it's giving us. So this is 160. The mail we're about to buy is 140, so it's 20 less actual HP, but we're gonna drop from 20 fatigue to 15 fatigue. I think even less, I think it's 8, right? So we gain 7 fatigue back. So we're under our fatigue cap, and we could do something like run this helm now, plus the other mail still be under the 15 and get extra additional. It's gonna be switch the HP to the head, which is a little bit weird, but if we get it back from the body adjustment, it might be good enough. So I actually think it might be frontline armor. I'm gonna buy it. I am a little regretful of this decision. All right, let's take a look at what it actually did for stats. So if we look at Drunk Danish, and he is our largest HP brother, so it's going to be the most efficient on him, since getting back nimble percentages helps the people with more HP. So this is currently effective HP of 403, 282. 403, 282. So we go here, it goes up body HP. And we're still getting 40% of attacks here. It was 408 before, so this goes 408, 421. And what was the other one? When we had it like this, it was 408, 282. Yeah, so it just is like basically a shit ton of head HP. It's definitely good. We can, I mean, we can actually increase our body HP by doing that right there. Gives us a little bit more body HP, but loses us about 100 head armor. Feels like probably the head armor is fine. Okay. Keep missing the screenshot there. Anyways, where did all my daggers go on Drunk Danish? I know I just sold 2 daggers, but why? All right, we need missions. What's this mission? No. Spent money again. Didn't actually want to spend money. I was trying to make money before we left. Southwest of Schimmerberg. Where is that? Is that close? Yeah, it is. All right. Take this. We need missions right now, annoyingly. Probably wait till morning, though. Gain 13 tools and supplies. Sweet. And 320 tool. Yep. 207. Yep. 57. Yep. 62. Yes. All right. They're being bothered by greenskins. Purchasing at how much? 17.2 seems pretty shit. Okay. Oh, guys, we should talk about that rally thing real quick. I did get an update to the rally command. So it is basically, you can type !rally to get some sense of what the hell we're talking about. The FAQ is up there, though, if you're wondering what it's doing and why you're doing it or why you would want to do it. They're going to be adding a gifted subs, gifted bit thing for the top scorers on that, so that you're able to, I believe, get subs from that, as well as gift subs from that, which is kind of cool. So it's an engagement thing that eventually may be monetized in a different way. All right, so we're pretty excited about this, because it just spawned, we have Kex the Lesdom in there, excellent. Just spawned an orc named Orc. Any chance at orc at fighting orc warriors right now is really good for us long term, because we're trying to pick up orc famed items. Okay. What? The fuck was this? Is this the roaming group? I just got so debated. Like, what is this? There was a named orc in there as part of a 2 contract mission. How did it just immediately get replaced for this junk? Does feel like I was fucking scammed. But there's no way that a named... No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way a named orc spawns in a camp that small without this. So this definitely... I don't know what the fuck just happened. I feel very debated right now. Money on the Bardiche. It's gone down a lot. I thought it would be an interesting switch from the Greatsword, but it hasn't been. That was the fucking camp. Dude, what happened? We had a named orc and everything. That's so bullshit. Unspawned a name orc. Salty as fuck right now. Is it even worth getting salty about? No, but I am. We ever gonna use plus 30 durability metal joint covers? Maybe? Alright, I think we're good here. We have enough food for a while? A little bit. Let's grab a little bit more food. 13k. Go west a little bit if we had to. If we wanted to, which we do. Okay. I miss. I don't really want to be chasing orcs around in the wilderness, but I absolutely want orc hunter or camps chances at orc warriors. I sure as fuck do not want to be fighting on this terrain. Okay. What do we got? Looking for famed axes and famed cleavers. Don't see any again. Okay. Sure, to keep repositioning is fine. It's not a real fight, so we're not going to treat it like one. Yeah, someone just told me that, PJ. I've been assuming yes. I think yes, but I'm no longer 100% certain because I've had 2 people ask that since this stream started. Oh man, chat. Problem is I'm still really enjoying this game. There's other games I want to check out. It's a nice, I guess it's a nice problem to have, but we'll have to see. Warriors showing up, I guess eventually. Unfortunately, Oh, he didn't stun the right one. That's nice. You're so hesitant to engage. It's very cute. I guess it would be nice to know the answer to that question. Always read the source. I don't read the source. Although I hear what you're saying. He bled out for the first time ever. He's gonna randomly knock a ton of people off and do 1 billion damage to them, probably. All right, for the uninspiring fight.